Well, hello and welcome to IRL F2 round 13 around Singapore. And I'm Sondre Sorhaug. I'm joined today by Lewis Marshall.
Hello everybody, how you all doing?
So, Singapore Grand Prix, tire temps, your look at that.
Yeah, it's just going to be the big talking point today in today's race. It's just going to be tough for the drivers, but hopefully it'll be a good one still.
Definitely. Well, I'll tell you what. It's not necessarily the fastest driver who wins today, but it's the smartest driver because tire temps will be an issue. So it's basically who will be able to do the one stop without losing too much time. Because I'm telling you, people will
Yeah,
be doing more stops.
yeah, I'm expecting people to do 2, 3, maybe 4 stops if they get damaged.
Definitely. I mean,
I'm just on board with Michael Martlow. He's gone out on hypersofts, which is interesting.
yeah, I'm just saying, going on the hypers will be a big mistake by anyone. Because
Yeah,
you're gonna overheat on the first lap, basically. It's just... yeah, you can't avoid overheating on them.
yeah, I've seen in this group chat we're in. Jared Fosbury said 4 laps on softs and the tyres are just dead, pretty much. So that's going to be interesting.
Well, I do see that we have... I think Marl will be the first one to start a lap. Yeah, he will.
I believe
So,
so, yeah.
Michael Marlowe, the Red Bull driver. He's probably gonna be up there today, as people might notice there
Oh,
is
it's pitting.
less drivers than usual as he goes in, so maybe he's just checking out his
Teasing
lines.
us.
Teasing us, yeah.
Teasing. Yeah.
Suarez, on the other hand, he's definitely not teasing us. He's out on soft tires, so he will be going on a lap as we speak. Into the
Yeah.
first corner. It's a tricky corner because you can easily lose the back end in the second one. But he gets through there
Yeah.
well. Hits the apex.
Okay.
Now down to the corner before the long straight.
Lots of back
Straight and
end
straight.
there. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Not too badly,
Oh,
but...
he's not using DRS, I don't think. And Shane's left for some reason.
well, he should have a backup in white if he
Yeah.
needs it, so...
It looks like a cautious lap from Paco, if I'm being honest. I think he just wants to get a banker lap in before he pushes.
Probably like
Which
that
is,
is a good way to do it, and...
yeah, Shane's back in.
that's a good thing.
Oh, didn't. I wonder what lap this can do on Paco. It doesn't look like the cleanest lap from him. At 37.8. And to be honest, I don't know what a good pace is around here.
Well, I'm not sure either. Haven't done Singapore in quite a while, and it's far from my favorite track. It actually used to be one of my favorite tracks, but on this game with the tire temps, I'm really not that fond of it. It's like just trying to survive it, and
Oh, Lee Kelly. At 30. Oh wow, he just beat Paco Suarez by 3 thousandths of a second. So, could be an interesting battle there. Well, fly high, Jeremy Tate. I'm guessing he's just backed off on his lap. You still here, Sandro?
I am still here. Yes, And
I'm watching James Sands about to finish his lap, I think. He's
James
gone quite
Sands,
wide
so
in the last corner. Oh, that's a poor lap from James. I'm sure he can improve that.
well, looks like Fosbury has been out, but he invalidated his lap.
Callum Anderson teasing us, thinking he's going to complete his lap on Hypers.
Question is if that lap on the hypers is, if it is really a lap or if it's just.
No, it wasn't. I just watched him. He backed off.
And there we have Fosbury over the line at 2/10 behind Lee as Suarez, his teammate, goes 3/10 faster than he did first. So.
Can I just say, it's not 2/10 between him and me, it's 1.2 seconds. He did a 39th lap.
Shit. Sorry about that, but yeah, you're right. He's far behind then.
I believe I heard someone say that Jared hates this track.
Oh, he does. I know he does.
Yeah.
Well, 1.2 seconds. That's a big gap between them. Well, I do see that Nino is out now, and he's definitely one of the drivers we will expect to see high up today. Although
Is he on that? Yeah, he is.
I think he is, yeah.
He's just gone in the RS, backed off.
He's backed off his lap.
Yeah, Michael Marlowe, I believe, just gone third on Ultras.
Oh yeah, but that's an Ultras though, so looks like his pace might be a little off then. But
I
the thing about this race though is that there could be a huge difference between people's pace in quali and race. As if it were me, I would have definitely gone for a setup mainly constructed to manage tire temps.
Yeah, for sure.
But now I think we have Nino on a lap. As he goes into the first corner.
He's about to finish his lap.
Out of the third corner, it looks like he's going a little slower.
Damage.
He's not losing the back end a little bit in that corner.
Goes P6 with that.
And that was Shane on his soft tires, yeah. Well, now we're following Nino as he's in the second sector. He comes up to this tricky part over the bridge. Oh, and Nino looks like he's backed off again as he's weaving on the straight. Will he be going for another lap on those softs, do you think? Or do you think he'll pit now and wait to go out on Ultras?
I think he can do one lap on softs and one lap on Ultras still. Got plenty of time left.
Yeah, you're right there.
And I think Chris Ryan's on a lap in his Ferrari.
Chris Ryan, yeah, he seems to be out on a lap. On the soft tires, slinging that car around the corners, over the bridge, down to the hairpin. Ooh, loses the back end a little there. You know, this could be a good race for Chris, as he's on a wheel, so he might be struggling a little less than usual. Well, he's probably not going to be struggling less than usual, but he might take advantage of other people struggling a lot more than usual.
Oh, bangs the wall there though.
Bangs the wall a little as they come into this narrow part.
Looks like he's struggling with traction. It looks like
Yeah,
he's
it
going to
looks
need
like he's
traction.
struggling a little with the back end. Seems to be a little all over the place, but he comes into the last corner and over the line. He sets a
P5.
40 flat and is 5th at the moment. It's not a bad.
That,
That's not a bad lap by him.
I just want to point out then, them laps on Lee Kelly and Paco Suarez are just rapid.
Yeah, it looks like the laps we didn't know if they were quick or not were quick.
Yeah,
Because at the moment, the only one who's been able to get close to that is Marlowe, and that's on Ultras.
Jared's coming out on hypers, but I don't think he'll be doing actual lap.
I see that we have a Mercedes.
Is that Tim?
Yeah, but he looks to be on an out lap. Yeah.
I think
Although
Nino's
I
on the lap.
did see that. That is Jared, but he's also on an out lap.
Oh, yellow flag set to 2. I'm guessing someone letting someone past. I think it was Tim.
Callum is coming out of the... No, going into the pit. I think the only driver who might be on a lap right now is James. But he's not on a lap. Or is he? He
I
is.
think he's starting one. Oh no, he
But...
is on a lap, yeah.
Yeah, he's on a lap.
He just...
Who's gonna be the third? I see that Jared and Michael are both on hypers right now.
I don't think they'll do laps and
Same
hypers
with
though.
Jeremy Pope.
Yellow flag sets are 1.
And Fosbury is on the lap now, and he's 3/10 up in the first sector. It says he's still in the first sector. Yeah, he is.
27.2 in the first sector is what's Paco's...
I don't know if that's good, to be honest. As he's going into the second sector now, slinging
Lee
that
Kelly
car
did
around.
26.9 on softs.
Yeah, then it's not too good then.
Yeah.
As we can see that Jared, this is the part where his hypers really comes into play, and he does have Chris Ryan ahead of him, so hopefully Chris has noticed that there is a driver on the lap behind him.
Yes.
If he isn't on the lap though.
Yes. This could be a long race.
Oh, this might be a long race, yeah. Hard to say yet, but
It's interesting to see people on hypers. If Jared finishes lap, then maybe there's rain for the race. And Jared pits.
And he pits, so I bet Tim has went into the pit too. So and Chris is going into. So we have no one on a lap now right now, as we have 3 minutes left. Except for Callum, he's on an out lap. One thing's for sure then, Lewis. The track will be swamped for the last few minutes, as everybody will probably go out for another lap.
Yeah. I just want to point out, earlier when I said Paco wasn't using DRS, he actually had DRS failure on his lap, so he can go even faster.
Interesting. Well, right now Callum goes into the pit again, so I guess the first driver we will see on the lap then will be Paco or Leonino.
I think it is Paco.
Yeah, it is Paco. So Paco will be the first driver to start another lap. As he's in the last sector now, and ooh, did he touch the
Careful
wall
not to
there?
get damaged. He did, yeah. This is a great chance for Paco to get another good points over Jared in the championship because, as we know,
It
Jared doesn't
is,
like
you
this
know,
track
and he needs
and
it.
he's on the pad.
The gap is just down to 31 points now in the championship, as we see Paco starting his final lap in quali. Unless he can actually go for another one if he wants to.
If he's
Looks
got
like
enough
that
fuel.
back end is a little more stable now with the ultra soft tires.
Oh, he's on a bit wide though.
Oh, and he's gonna
I don't
get
think
slipstream from his teammate, maybe?
Nah, he's not.
No, he doesn't.
Jared gets out of the way, very nice of him. Or if we say not nice, well, it is nice.
Gets out of the way
I don't know what I'm
exactly as
saying.
he's supposed to do.
That's what I'm supposed to say. Paco almost hits the wall there.
And as we see that Paco gets a good run off the hairpin, we see that Jared is following behind him.
Callum Anderson's
And both the Force Indians will not be setting another lap.
Callum will start on Hypers if no one improves.
Yeah, but there is definitely 3 guys outside of the tops, and we expect to improve. As Suarez is in the last sector, how good will this lap be?
This does look like a good lap on Paco.
Last corner now will be a 36 flat, and it's a good lap. Now oh well, look at this, we have a train of drivers completing their lap soon.
I'm just watching Jared Fosbury in P4 just started his lap on ultras.
Look at this. James Sands, Nino Romanello and Lee Kelly, they're all on laps.
Somebody's just gone up. Tim's gone P4 with 38.4.
That's a good lap by the Germans.
Yeah. Adds more pressure on Jared to do a good lap.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely. Like, he will need to do a good lap, as we see that. Oh, Nino and James almost racing on their quali lap.
Yeah.
And this, and we see that Nino and Kelly both improves. I wonder though, how good could Kelly's lap have been if he wasn't in traffic? Because he's only a 10th of Paco.
I think personally, I think Lee could have got pole.
Yeah, I think that too. If he's a 10th of Paco with traffic,
yeah,
then yeah, I think he could have gone pole. As for the moment, there is just 2 drivers left out on track. That is Jared and Suarez. I don't think Suarez will be going for another lap, but Jared is on his lap as he goes into this last corner.
It's not pole. I think it's in 30 seconds.
I believe he was third.
Third, yeah. So I think he'll be happy with that.
And it was third. So I did say it before we went on stream that I think it will be Williams versus Renault today, and right now we have Renault, Williams, Renault, Williams.
Yeah.
As the top 10 is first Paco Suarez, then Lee Kelly, Jared Fosbury, Nino Romanello, Michael Marlowe, Tim Bruce Stalins, James Sands, Jeremy Pope, Shane Khaled, and Chris Ryan in 10th on soft tires. Then we have Callum Anderson in 11th, Billy Mossam in 12th, and Charlie Sampson in 13th without a lap time.
I think the biggest disadvantage right now is Jeremy Pope starting on them hypers.
I see what you mean. He will be struggling.
And I'm interested to see what Chris Ryan can do on them softs.
Well,
and
let's
see what
get
the other
straight
drivers.
into it. Your podium after the race. Who do you believe?
I think Paco will win. Then I'll say Nino second and Jared's third.
So, Paco, Nino, Jared?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna be saying Paco, Nino, and Lee. I think that's gonna be our podium today.
A possible
And,
podium for Chris Ryan if he is in the wheel.
and as we can see, there is one driver who has a big disadvantage. That is Jeremy Pope in 8th with a Hypersoft. Everyone
Yeah.
in top 7 will be starting on Ultras. Then we have Shane in 9th. He will also be starting on Ultras. Charlie in 13th will be starting on Ultras. Chris, Callum, and Billy will be starting on soft tires. So they will be going for a long first stint. The thing is, though, tire temps will have a massive impact on this race.
Yeah, I think the guys on soft tyres will eventually be the fastest cars on track.
You know, I can see
Tyre
that Collingwood has also made his podium for the race. I think Paco, Lee, Nino. So he says the same as me.
Yeah. The swaps Nino and Lee around. Lee's showing good pace, but I'm not sure if he's consistent with his laps.
Definitely will.
And I was in the
Have you
party.
posted the links in the chats, Lewis?
Yeah, I've done that.
Alright. It's just my app that is slow then. As we see that both the Force Indians are disqualified from the formation lap.
That's bad for them. Both starting with soft tyres
Yeah, and
as well.
those tires will be cold then.
Yeah, and now
Jeremy's disqualified. Just
I'm guessing
Jeremy.
he's going. I guess he was going too slow.
Maybe. Hard to say.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are leaving, to be honest, on the formation lap.
Well, you know, they gotta heat up their tires. Although, considering it's Singapore and tire temps will be skyrocketing, then I don't know, maybe it's good to start on cold tires.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, maybe this is good for the.
But then again, like starting on cold tires, you will also be struggling in the first lap. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
And then we not getting the best view, but there we have 5 red lights, and we're away. It looks like a good start by Nino and Lee. Lee challenges Paco into the first few corners. He has an inside line now. Still a fight for first, but Paco seems to have it for a moment as Jared tries his luck on the inside of Lee.
Obviously, need to be careful of Vincent, but I'm sure everyone knows that.
And look at this. And look at this. Nino is trying his luck too. Can't really get close enough right now. First driver with front wing damage, Lewis. I'm saying Shane.
I'm gonna say Jeremy. I mean Hypers.
Well, I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard to check that. But first driver to pit, that will be easier to see. And I'm saying Shane.
I'm saying Jeremy again.
All right. Let's see who has right. But right now we can see that it's still the Reynolds and Williams with... No, he's not going to be the first to pit then. So we see that right now it's a 5-way battle for the lead. Behind Michael there is a slightly bigger gap down to Tim. Before an even bigger gap down to Shane.
I'm just watching Jeremy Pope, and There's no ghosting. James' car is just all over the place.
And look at this, Jared is close to Lee. Nino has fallen a little further behind right now, but
Nino's got penalty already.
I'm telling you though, if I were Jared, I wouldn't stay this close to the car ahead because he's destroying his tires already.
Tires. Yeah. Like,
one thing is for sure though, Nino has... Yeah, Nino is the one who... There's basically nothing between the top three. There isn't much between the top four either. Michael seems to have slipped a little off right now.
I think he just hit the wall as well.
Seems to not being able to follow. And...
I wonder who'll struggle with tie attempts first out of the top four.
Oh, I'm gonna go Jared.
Yeah, same. That's what I do with that.
From what I understand. And look at this, Lee's almost close enough to go for a move on Suarez there. Suarez brakes late to make sure he doesn't get attacked. But these four drivers are really just following each other right now.
Shane's car is causing chaos at the back, and James Sands just wins it because of that lap's car. Not lap's car, but ghosted, but not ghosted.
And we can see that there has been created a few gaps, but these four drivers in the lead are still very much together in the fight there.
Did you say James would be the first one to get damaged?
No, I said Shane, but he's lagged out, so...
Oh, Chris Ryan's pitting, having a wing change, and he's going on ultra softs.
As we can see that Suarez might look like he's pulling a little away from Lee right now. Lee has lost a couple of tenths.
Struggling.
Either that or Lee's, like, if he can't get past, it might be a good idea just to create a small gap between each other to have the tires in check. But right now it does look like he's struggling with his tires, and Jared is now all over Lee, who has lost a second to Paco. Jared needs to make a move quickly though, as he's trying to switch back to get a better exit.
Look at the gap Paco's got already, 2 seconds.
Yeah, and look at this, with Lee struggling, it looks like Nino is able to get closer again. The gap behind Nino though.
Jared's got past him. Great move from Jared.
The gap behind Nino though, that is still 1.2 seconds down to Marlowe.
You can see the move from Jared. I think he got him on the outside. Which pains.
As we can see that Nino has overtaken his teammate Lee Kelly. I think it might be a situation of Lee struggling too much and letting his teammate go. Because right now, Lee is not looking like $1 million, to say it like that. You can see that Michael Marlowe also will be attacking Lee soon. This is definitely ruining my guess for the podium, as it seems like Lee will be the one of the top runners to struggle the most with his tires.
I've got my podium predictions in the top 3 right now. But I just need Nino to pass Jared.
Yeah. But Nino looks to actually be closing the gap to Jared a bit again.
I think all Jared's and wide. I think he's lost his purpose wing into the hairpin.
And that is Nino up 2 seconds. Well, possibly at least. He has the outside line. Jared is trying to squeeze him as much as possible. He's able to keep Nino behind so far, but look at the gap between Jared and Suarez now.
Oh god, yeah, over 5.5 seconds now. Can you see if Jared's got damage?
It doesn't look
Can
like
you
he
see
has
it
damage actually, so he might have just went
Yeah.
wide as they
If he
throw
did
their
hit the
car
wall, but
into
he
this
must have
last
got lucky.
corner. And look at this, Nino will once again attack Jared into turn 1.
And
This
Marco
will
Marlowe's
turn,
attacking Lee Kelly.
and Nino is going for the
Marco Marlowe.
switchback move as he gets the much better exit. Can he? And he's gonna be doing the switchback
Switchback
again.
again. I just want to point
But
out
who
Marco
will have
Marlowe
DRS?
just went.
DRS will be Jared's as they're going side by side.
Yeah, left hand sector
Michael is
1.
also in there now.
Oh, James Sands has gone off. I'm
As
not sure where that
James
was.
is the first retirement of the day.
Oh no. Oh no, never mind. He retired, didn't he? I was gonna say his car's just gonna drive around.
Oh, did he just retire?
Yeah, he retired. He crashed into the wall, then retired.
That is unfortunately, but nah, it won't be driving around. He retired, so it will
Yeah, that's
disappear.
good for him.
But look at this though, Nino is still hounding Jared. Certainly looks like Nino has the pace today, and he will be trying everything soon.
Look at the gap Paco's got now. 10 seconds.
Yeah, and that's not surprising with Jared defending every corner for his life against Nino. You can see that his defending is slowing him down a lot right now, considering Lee, who was struggling a lot, might be able to go on the move on Michael soon. Oh, as Nino loses it in the last corner a little.
Let's let Marco Marlowe past. Now it's the Red Bull driver all over the Renault driver.
Now it's Red Bull against Renault as we see that.
Oh, Marco Marlowe runs wide now.
Oh yeah, and he will be attacked. I'm telling you that. Nino looks like he will be aggressive today to get that podium.
Oh, Marco Marlowe.
Look at Michael though, he will also try to get a podium. Oh, Nino breaks very late there.
Fight, to be fair.
Yeah, it looks like Michael is kinda slowing Nino a little down now. He doesn't seem to be able to attack Jared with the same intensity that Nino did.
But to be fair, Michael's caught Jared in the break-in.
Oh yeah, Michael is still in it.
And I believe Michael said in the race, said in the chat before the race, he hates this track.
Oh yeah, but look at this, the two Williams drivers now battling too.
He said he should be good at having his tyres. Apparently that's his good strength on this game.
You know, I don't know when you're supposed to pit to the soft tires, but
neither do I.
One thing's for sure, if I was Nino or Lee or Michael, I would pit as soon as I could.
Get the undercut on him. I think undercut will be huge.
Because Jared seems to be the one slowing them down right now. You can see that Michael is now also attacking, while Nino seems to be struggling a lot now, getting passed by his teammate Lee, as Lee catches up to Michael. But Michael, though, he's close to Jared. He has DRS. Can he make a move into this corner? He will make his move on the inside, cutting the corner a little bit, but it gets past.
Oh,
but Jared comes back and he goes deep, and Marl makes the switchback work as Jared is now under pressure from Lee Kelly. And that one move he tried there didn't really not pay off.
Oh, and he just hit the wall there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jared's looking not to have any damage. He's gone wide again.
Oh yeah, and look at this. Now Lee Kelly has a run at Jared Fosbury. Can he get past?
Looks like it's
He
going to
tries
switch
to go for a switchback too, as his teammate did. Doesn't really get it to work here either, but...
Oh, and he's got a penalty.
Ooh, penalty for Fosbury. I do know that
Jared
Nino has a
needs to
penalty. I'm
compare.
not sure about Lee or Marlowe. But look at this.
I think
Marlowe is pulling away from Jared. And Jared will be struggling on the long straight once again, as he does not have DRS on Marlowe. But Lee is right behind him.
Kelly could go for him in turn 1.
Oh, and he will be trying to too. And he does do the move into turn 1, but
now
I'm not sure if that was the smartest move.
Can I just point out, Jared's in the yellow fuel zone already.
Oh yeah.
And he's leaving, so it doesn't look like Jared's very happy.
Nah, not at all. Alright, so Jay says that they will pit around lap 10, so...
Thanks for that, Jay.
Lap 10. And look at this, Lee might have struggled a little bit earlier, but now he's all over Michael Marlowe. As they're going into this section, over the bridge, into the hairpin then. It's crucial to get a good exit there. And you know, I think Jared might have gotten some from wing damage in that hairpin earlier, because I did see some debris.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier as well.
I don't see any damage on his car though, but look at Nino though, he has lost a lot of time right now, so maybe he is the one with the wing damage.
It looks fine. I'm guessing it's just tight. Well,
he might have killed his tires. Well, right now Lee and Jared goes for an early pit stop, I think.
Yes, he is. I'm guessing he's getting onto soft.
So he will be going on to soft, and that will be a long stint on the soft tires. As we see that Lee is all over Michael.
And he's not changing his wing, so I don't think he did get damaged.
I can see that Tim is now all over Nino too, so Nino is really struggling right now.
Lee Kelly and Michael Marlowe.
Yeah, I can see that, and Lee is trying to go around Marlowe's outside, Marlowe pushing him wide.
Going for a switch back to the side.
He doesn't really get anything done there.
Oh, Michael's struggling, I think. Well, Lee Kelly just trying to get his way past somehow. Lee Kelly gets a decent exit, to be fair. Because literally he's going for the nose, got better of it. And he does a little tricky drift. And Sondre's disappeared.
Sorry about that. Well, Nino is losing more and more time. He got to have some front wing damage. As Marlowe is pitting and Lee keeps going on, so he's gonna be trying to do the overcut right now.
I'm just watching Jared. Jared's going to be annoyed right now.
Oh yeah, Nino is pitting. That's probably why Lee isn't pitting. He's probably spoken with his teammate and agreed that Nino needs to pit first. So this means that Paco is leading for the moment, ahead of Lee and Tim in third, the Mercedes driver.
Jared's passed them all. The undercut worked really well for Jared.
That's a good thing for him, but he will be on all the tires in the end.
Yeah. And it's interesting that Jared has to look after his fuel. this early in the race.
Well, you know, that is probably a tactic to try to conserve his tires. Lighter car, less
Yeah.
struggles with the tires. I'm not sure, but
It could help a little, yes.
but
Closest battle
yeah.
is Billy and Explosions of Tim. Billy.
Oh yeah, that is Billy against Tim, and Tim on those ultra soft tires should be starting to think about pitting. Billy on the other hand is on the soft tires. He will need to go a lot longer, and this is really not good for him, being stuck behind another driver on a tire that needs to be switched right now.
Yeah. Oh. I think
Interestingly enough, Tim's decides to go another lap. So.
Oh, Billy too. Oh, that was silly from Billy. I didn't need to rhyme.
Yeah, I think he looked like he went for it way too late.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but like he did not look close enough to me.
He's got much better exit than Tim though. In this unaffected one.
Yeah, and that's because of Tim's old ultra soft tires, and this is the place where he can go for a move, and he tries to, but Tim's does manage to.
He's fighting back.
To get a good enough exit, and they're fighting for it. Billy will, however, go past here.
Trees are my way.
Don't be silly now, guys. This is really not a section to be trying to go for a dive bomb.
Oh no.
And I think to be fair, Tim battled well there, but his tires needs to be changed. Those ultra soft tires can't be good for much longer.
Yeah. I think as well, if Paco pits now, he'll still be in the lead. But he's staying out.
And look at this, Lee has now pitted too, and both him and Nino are right behind Callum Anderson. And they've lost a lot of time to Michael Marlowe and Jared Fosbury.
Callum Anderson's holding up both of
and look at this, Nino is thinking about challenging his teammate there. Doesn't really do it. As Tim decides to make his pit stop, and he will go over to soft tires, I believe. Right now, the battle to watch is Callum versus Lee and Nino. Callum on old soft, Lee on fresh soft, and Callum tries to fight, but with that bad exit, I think Lee will go past into this first corner. Go side by side. Lee will now have the inside. And look at this, Nino gets a much better exit than Callum and is now right behind, going past.
Callum lets him go.
Yeah, Callum actually lets him go there, so
I was just
might have decided that it was just
James AI car is defended from Jeremy Pope and gave him damage.
That's a shame. Well, right now, I guess the battle to watch right now is actually between the teammates of Williams, between Nino and Lee, but I doubt they will fight much now as they have a lot of time to catch up.
Yeah.
Best thing for them as a team right now is to create a small gap between each other and just push consistently laps to try to catch up to Michael and Jared. In the meantime, Paco is pitting.
He's gone on another ultras, yeah. So
well, you know, considering
yeah,
the gap he had, he can actually do that.
And Jay said earlier in the chat that ultras go 10 laps. So I wonder how far Billy's softs can go.
Well, that is 10 laps in the beginning. in the end it's different with the car being lighter, so I guess if he takes them soft to lap 19, he can go ultras to the end, I guess.
Yeah, 19, 20.
Yeah, around there.
And obviously, Paco got ahead of Billy out of the pit lane, so that's going to help him. And
Nino has retired. I didn't exactly see what happened to his car, but
neither have I. My screen's messing up.
Well, he's out of the race and out of contention for tonight's podium.
Where did he win it?
I'm
on board with Chris Ryan right now.
You know the corner after the straight, after the hairpin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of that corner. Well, this means that we don't have any battles right now.
And there goes my prediction.
Well, there went your prediction too, yeah. Mine too.
Lee Kelly fastest lap.
Apparently, according to Jay, the soft can do the whole race, so guess it's just about when Billy feels like he can take ultras to the end then.
Maybe he could pit onto hypers.
At least with Billy being on those soft, we will have a battle again soon between him and Jared.
Yeah.
As Jared is on the fresher softs, I do really expect him to be able to get past Billy, but it is a hard track to get past on.
And as well, Jared will be following another car, so tie temps will obviously be an issue again soon.
So with Suarez being on the 2-stop, how close do you think it will be in the end? Marshall, do you think it will be close, or do you think he will just pull away massively on his fresh ultras now and I guess hypers in the end?
I can see Jared leading the race eventually, but I feel like he'll just let Paco past, or...
Oh, I'm telling you what, if they end up in a battle, he will not just let Paco pass. He will battle with everything he got, as he's now on the back of Billy Mossum, going onto the front straight. I don't think he's close enough as Billy...
Oh, yes he does.
Billy lets him go, actually. Well, that's a shame for us, though.
That's good, yeah.
Oh, but you know, we do actually have a battle now between Lee Kelly and Michael Marlowe again, so... So we're gonna follow that then, as Lee Kelly is right on the back of Michael Marlowe now, and he might be going for a move here, but Michael is taking the defensive line, which means that Lee doesn't get past in this corner. Can he make a move? Not going for a move now. Hopefully this battle will enjoy us for at least a few laps. As Michael once again goes defensive, compromising his lines through this section.
Looks like
it's all about a good, and look at this, Lee is taking a wide entry to this corner to get a good exit, which he does, and he will try to go around Michael's outside. This is the corner where his teammate binned it, and he doesn't succeed at the moment. He will need to try, and look at this, Suarez setting fastest lap after lap right now. And he's pulled the gap to Jared up to 13 seconds already. So I don't know, I don't think Jared will have the lead in this race. I think Suarez might be might pull out a big enough gap to pit over to the hypers and still have clear air.
I think Jared will be really happy.
Someone who's definitely not gonna have clean air, however, is Lee and Michael, because they're gonna be battling. And if Lee passes Michael, I think then I think Michael will be. I don't think he will lose Lee.
Because they're both going to catch up Billy eventually as well.
But look at this though. Callum is also, well, Callum, I think Callum let Tim by there. So
yeah,
still this battle we're watching right now. And look at it, Lee's all over Michael, as it's been earlier in the race too. Oh, and he hits the rear of Michael a little there. Hopefully he didn't get any wing damage.
I don't think he did.
I don't think so either.
I don't get why he's going around the outside. Oh wait, I don't think it's switchback actually. It's just the words camera view.
You know, I just noticed that we do have a battle further down the grid too, between Charlie Sampson and Jeremy Pope. Jeremy on 6-lap old ultras, Charlie on 10-lap old soft tires. I guess Charlie will be looking to go to the end on these tires. Jeremy will pit again.
I think Jared's just caught Paco by a few seconds.
Nah, not a few seconds, but I don't think so. But he looks to have stabilized the gap right now.
I believe it was like 16, 17 seconds. Last time I looked.
I might be. But right now I see that Lee still haven't got past Michael. He's still right behind him. One thing's for sure, Lee will start getting frustrated soon, as he's...
Yeah.
Seems like he has more pace than Michael right now. He just can't find a way through. Charlie has lost a little to Jeremy, so we're gonna stick on board with the battle for 4th at the moment.
And
as they are...
This is for the last spot on podium.
Yeah, definitely. And look at this, Lee will try to go around Michael's outside. They tangle a little bit, but seems like both of them got through it without damage. And the battle will continue.
Lee just needs to keep his head and not get frustrated. And he doesn't want to get penalties either.
Going through the last corners now, the dirty air here can be crucial. As Lee is close, Michael goes for the defensive line. Lee is trying to do a switch, kind of.
Great
gets
exit.
A better exit. He's pushing Marlowe to take a defensive line into this corner. And Lee is so close, he will be trying for the outside line. And he swoops past him, and well, he's like, oh, Michael might be coming back, but it looks like Michael tried to turn in a bit too early in that tight corner there. I think Michael might have gotten some wing damage there.
I can't see any damage.
Maybe not. Might be wrong.
And now Lee Kelly's on the charge to Billy Mossam, who has not pitted yet. Don't forget.
Billy's still out on those old soft tires. The gap between Jared and Paco has stabilized, but Paco will be on a set of much quicker tires on the last few laps. As we can see, that Lee is pulling away from Michael now.
Jared could still win this race. Because right now,
well,
he'll be ahead of Paco when Paco pits.
He can still win this race, but I think when Paco come out on those hyper soft tires,
that's if he does get hypers.
I think he will catch multiple seconds every lap on Jared if he ends up 5 seconds or something behind.
Yeah. And
on the other hand, right now we do have Lee going for a move on Billy.
Billy's letting past, yeah.
Billy is letting past.
Now Marlo will be catching up to Billy soon.
Yeah, and the gap from Marlowe down to Tim is 19 seconds, so that's really who Billy are contending with right now. That is Tim down in 6th.
As well, Billy's teammate Callum Anderson did the same laps as Billy and then soft tyres and just pitted. So I think we'll see Billy in soon.
Oh, look at this. Jeremy is right on the back of Charlie now. On 9 laps old ultra soft tires, so he's probably gonna head into his last pit stop of the day soon too. I don't think he can take those ultras to the end.
Definitely not.
Nah, he can't do that.
Nah.
Well, with a puncture he can.
Maybe.
And it looks like he's slipping a little away right now. But Michael is catching up to Billy. Let's see if Billy will just let him pass or if he's gonna put up some more fight now. I highly doubt it. He's getting close to... he is in his pit window, so best thing for Billy right now is to just not create any trouble for himself. A wing change now can...
Callum Anderson's gone.
Oh, and that is Anderson, Billy's teammate, out of the race.
Oh, he just binged at the hairpin, I think. I think he's outbroken himself into the hairpin.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
So, you could say that was a silly mistake from him.
And right now we can see that Suarez's ultra soft are starting to... oh, he's actually in traffic right now.
Gone.
Oh. And what happened with Billy?
Same.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Oh, it could have been over the bridge. Oh, there's debris in the hairpin. It is in the hairpin where Billy went.
The same as Callum.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
That is a shame. That makes Tim's 5th place more secure though for Tim's. But, well, Force Indies not with their best race today. And we don't have any battles.
Well, yeah. Our closest battle is Chris Ryan and Shane, but obviously Shane's not racing.
Yeah. I guess that's the next battle we'll see. Chris against Shane's AI car.
This is what it comes to now. We're watching AI.
This is how little battling it is right now. We did have a great opening though, with a lot of battles between the top 4 drivers in the beginning, the top 5 for a few periods too. Christo, 2 laps old ultras. Yeah, I can probably take that to the end, but you know,
Jared's catching Paco.
yeah, that's what I'm noticing, and this makes me think that It's not actually sure if Paco will win today then, because the gap for him to catch after he's pitting over to his last set of tires will... Oh, and Chris damages his wing on Shane's AI car.
Again. Oh, I know, sorry, that was Jeremy earlier.
Yeah, well... Shane won't get points as it is his AI driving around, so... Right now...
Paco pits, I think he'll just be right behind Lee Kelly.
Ooh, you're right. Paco might have made a big bottle job today if he doesn't get the win now.
And I was just reading the chat. Aaron and Jay was talking about...
Yeah, I saw that too.
Paco could have just done the one stop.
And to be fair, what Jay is saying is absolutely right. Like going for the safe option of doing the one stop, but he's gone for the two stop. Probably being a little arrogant and cocky, but
yeah, I think he did the same last week as well in the race.
Yeah, he did, and it worked, and he did it in Abu Dhabi too, and it worked. But right now, I think he might have bottled it unless he can catch Jared on the last few laps.
And I think Lee Kelly's actually catching Jared quite quickly.
He is. You do have a point there, yeah. So, if that's the case, Paco might have some trouble waiting for him.
If I was back at old pit now, and he's just got penalty as well. So is Lee Kelly. My game is working. If Paco doesn't win this now, he'll feel like such a mon.
You know, I can see that Paco has extended his lead now to 15 seconds, so maybe he's been conserving for a few laps. For his sake, I really hope he has, because
he's dominated this race.
He has dominated, but he still has a pit stop to do.
Yeah.
And right now, if he haven't realized it, he will most likely end up behind Lee and Jared, and
yeah.
If he does, getting past one is difficult enough.
Staying out.
Yeah, you do need to remember that the ultras can go for probably 13 laps as Paco did in the beginning, but the hypers are even softer.
Because when Paco pits, it's just going to run out of laps at the end.
I think he might do. And not just that, but he's probably gonna end up behind the battle of Lee and Jared if Lee keeps catching on Jared.
I've just seen the chat. They said pit stops around 25 seconds here.
If that's true, then he might have bottled it. Because then he would right now, if he pitted right now, he would be 5 seconds behind Lee.
Then 8 seconds behind Jared.
Obviously, we can't forget that he's going to be on fresh hypers while Lee and Jared are on old soft tires. But as Jay points out, it is a difficult track to overtake. So, yeah, and Collingwood actually says it was 27 to 28, so I think you mean the pit stop then.
Yeah.
So
I can see it being about 25 to 28 seconds. and he's staying out again. I don't understand Paco's strategy right now.
Well, I mean, hypers, if you don't want to slide around on useless hypers, then I don't think you can take them much more than 5 or 6 laps.
I'm thinking if he could take the ultras to the end.
You know, it would be amazing to listen to what Paco is thinking now, because I guess in the beginning he was confident in making that strategy work, but like in the beginning, Jared and Lee and Nino and Michael were battling, so they lost more time. Now they're driving in clean air and just putting lap time up after lap time.
I'm just on board with Lee Kelly right now. He's catching Jared rapidly right now.
I'm not exactly sure who that is, Reading FC, but he said Paco learning why not to be cocky, and
He's got a good point.
we can see a case of that today.
Yeah. I know Jared's got penalty. Paco's got penalty. I'm not sure if Lee Kelly's got one. Do you want me to tell you if he has or not? Because I'm gonna look.
Oh, that is actually Michael Reading, so well, with his gap behind being 20 seconds and his gap up to Lee being 8 seconds, he can't really afford to go in AI and check and right, so
And Paco's finally hitting.
yeah, and then we will see where he will end up. He's definitely gonna end up behind Jared and Lee. He won't end up behind Michael, so the question is just how far behind Lee he will be.
And
as we see that
right now.
Lee is just 1.5 seconds behind Jared, as they have 4 laps to go, 5 laps to go.
Yeah, if I get to 3, that is, I don't know. And I'm not sure if you know this, but the top 3 all have penalties as well. I think they've all got 1 penalty.
Are you sure about that? I don't think Lee has. Well, don't let me know. I don't want to know before the race is over, as Callum has rejoined.
He wants
probably just to watch though. But yeah. Look at this though, Paco on his hypers is catching up massively. His problem though is that when he catches Lee, he won't just be catching Lee, he will be catching Lee and Jared battling.
Michael thinks Lee deserves to win today. I can see why you think Lee deserves to win, but overall I think Paco deserves it.
Well, Paco does deserve the win, but he also, like, after some of his strategies with pitting on the last few laps and stuff, being arrogant, I do see why he thinks that Lee deserves it. Like,
yeah,
Paco has been kind of pissing on them a few times lately, and he's trying to do it again. If he will be successful this time, we won't know until the race is over. But he's already getting close.
Look at the top 3 now. Probably like 3 seconds between them all.
Jay said 2 or 3 laps to catch them, and this will be the second lap he's out on those hypers, so
he's caught him very quickly.
1.5 lap.
Yeah.
But now this is the problem for him, because you can see this, that Lee is going defensively, and Paco, he just has the grip to do that, but
that wasn't the cleanest though.
No, it wasn't the cleanest, but he got past, and now he has to get past Jared, and he's already close. but he will have to go around Jared's outside,
Look at the grip.
and he actually manages. And
Yeah.
but now the thing is though, those hypers, I don't know how long it takes for a guy on a wheel to overheat them, but if it was me, my hypers would already start to overheat.
Yeah. And
But it
Explosions
does
Tim and
not
Tommy
look.
Sampson for P5.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, Tim has actually pitted again. Over to a fresh set of ultras. I didn't think he needed to pit again, but he has, and I think this is the battle we will have to watch for the last few laps, as Tim is right on Charlie's rear. It's the battle for 5th place. And let me know if Lee gets closer to Jared, Marshall.
Okay.
In the meantime, we'll be covering.
For hypers as well. But he can do that.
Oh, you know, he's gonna try to snatch that fastest lap.
Yeah.
And Jay says that looked easy. Guess he's talking about Suarez's overtakes, but yeah, he did do it quicker than I thought he would.
And like, Lee and Jared both defended, but they just couldn't reply to him.
Yeah, oh, and Chris is out of the race.
I'm not sure where that was.
Me neither, but look at this though.
Lee Kelly's getting
Tim passing Charlie into the first corner. He's on a couple of laps fresher Ultrasoft, and that might help him, but it just looks like he has a speed advantage over Charlie today. And
okay, fastest lap. What a shock. And Lee Kelly's in a DRS zone of Jared's now for P2. So you said if Charlie's tight then.
yeah, you're right. I think Charlie will try to fight back, but right now I think the most interesting thing to see will be if Lee can catch Jared completely and pass him.
Jared's gonna defend.
He does have 2 laps fresher tires than Jared, but being on 18 and 20 laps old tires, I don't think it will matter too much.
Yeah.
Unless Jared's tires are getting destroyed, but if what Jay said is right and you can take them the whole race, they shouldn't be destroyed yet. But look at this though, Lee is following closely behind, trying to get a much better exit from the hairpin. And he's gonna be close into this corner. Jared goes defensive though, compromises his exit. Lee is trying to pressure him into mistake now.
Jared's driving really well there. Parking his car in the middle, so Lee can't go anywhere.
And Charlie has really lost time to Tim, so this is the only battle we will have at the end. Looks like it will go to the end too. Lee definitely seems to have more pace than Jared right now.
Do you think Jared will heat P2, or do you think Lee will get past him?
2 laps left. I think Lee will get past.
I think Jared will hold on.
Different opinions. That's good. And Lee will try already. He doesn't really get close enough this time.
Oh, Lee's just got penalty. That's crucial, that is.
Well, depending on how many penalties Jared has, but I can't remember many penalties being shown in this race.
Jared's got 1.
Lee once again takes that different line into the hairpin to get a better exit. He haven't succeeded yet with that, but... And Honda yet again joins back. Well, oh, and no, that was Suarez actually, so he looks to be struggling with his tires now, and I'm not sure, but I think that gap from Suarez to Jared is going a bit down now. Imagine Paco doing a mistake on the final lap now. Collingwood saying exactly what I said.
Yeah,
Paco's tires gone down.
Oh, Paco's made a mistake.
Yeah, I think he's, as Collingwood said, his tires is dead.
Imagine Paco bottles
and we actually have a three-way battle on the last lap.
Paco's struggling.
And look at Lee, he will be going for the move on Jared. He's going on the inside, and he gets past. I told you, Marshall.
I think Jared's in the best position right now. I think Jared's going to win.
Depending on penalties. But I don't know the penalties except for that Lee got one. But like Paco, if his tires is gone, he really can't afford to make another mistake. Lee will be all over him. He is all over him, but he will be past him if he does a mistake. As ooh, Jared tries a small dive there.
Jay says in the chat he shouldn't hire Ferrari strategists.
Nah, but look at this though. Jared actually get past Lee again, so...
Oh, Paco!
Oh, but Paco has made a mistake! It's bottle! Oof!
No,
on the last lap, and it looks like he has front wing damage, so that last corner will be crucial for him to get right now. And look at this. It will be to the line between Paco and Lee. As Jared goes over the line and wins Singapore Grand Prix ahead of Suarez and Lee. And what a finish we got. And what a huge bottle we got.
I just want to say, that's huge karma, Paco, to be fair. He
you know,
easily done that one stop.
You know what I remember right now? Marlo's message in the chat.
What did he say?
What did he say again? I think he said... Paco learning why not to be cocky, and he really did now. And Jay, bottle of the year, as we see Michael Marlo passing the finish line in 4th. Next over the finish line will be Tim Bruce Dalians with a 5th place, a good result for him after having a lot of races with struggles.
That's always the funniest thing.
And he's weaving a little, so it looks like Tim is happy with today's result. Next driver over the line will be Charlie Sampson in 6th. Then the last driver to pass the line should be Jeremy Pope in 7th. And he might have gotten Charlie on penalties, I think.
I'm looking forward to the interviews right now.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oof.
You don't want to miss the interviews, guys.
Well, I can't. The interviews won't be as long as usual, as I have more to do right after this race. But we'll try to do some. And Jay's comment, bottle of the year. What a strategic disaster class from Jay. And Lee had 2 penalties, which pushed Paco ahead of him. Well, Paco finished ahead of him on track 2, I think. Paco did manage to pick up that fastest lap, though.
He doesn't get anything out of that, though.
So, top 10, we have Jared Fosbury, then the big bottle of the day, Paco Suarez, then Lee Kelly, Michael Marlowe, Tim Brustalians, Charlie Sampson, Jeremy Pope, then Shane Callett's AI car, then not finishing the race, Chris Ryan, Billy Mossum, Callum Anderson, Nino Romanello, and James Sands. And what a finish we got there. It started with a 4-way battle, it ended with a 3-way battle, and Paco can't be happy now. But we'll see if we can get the podium in first of all. If you can suggest them. What a finish it really was. Have you suggested them? Oh, but you know they're on... Nah, but you gotta remember, Jared is on TGG account, same as Paco. Suarez. And I found one. And Lee, so I've invited a few. I see Tim is there. We're gonna wait with Tim for the moment, as we do want to start with the podium. Oh my god. Oh, and the race winner, Jared Fosbury.
Am I dreaming or what? I'm being serious. Paco deserved it.
Yeah, you know, Paco didn't look like he had the best pace today, but seems to have hired some Ferrari strategics for this race, as Jay said. But let's get into that later. Quali didn't look the greatest for you, Jared, but
no.
In the end, though, the race, you were involved in it all. The 4-way battle at the beginning. Let's start off with that.
Well, the 4-way battle in the beginning was amazing with Michael Marlowe, Lee and Nino. Unfortunately, me and Lee were touching tyres now and then, and at the end I did desync him in a way. On my screen I didn't touch him, but it was a bit of a desync, I think. So I did lift off a tiny bit so he would correct himself. But then me and him almost collided at the end, so Lee also deserved the win today. I've got to give him that. He's done a phenomenal race, proving that he was quite slow, and then at the start of the season, now to prove he could be a champion next season, to be as fast as me and Paco. So I've got to give him that credit. But no, the race at the start was good. Qualifying wasn't the best, really. I was open for P2, but I was like a second off. As I said, Singapore is a disgusting track. It's tight wear. But no, Paco got pole and I knew what I had to do, championship sake. So, but no, the battle was amazing. Unfortunately, I think Nino got a bit of contact with Michael and lost a bit of his wing. I think I might be wrong. He might have clipped me or Lee. I was surprised I didn't get wing damage when I hit the wall, because I hit that at 150 miles an hour. I was very surprised I didn't get damage. And then Nino dropped off into the barrier, got through, then Lee, and I kept with him, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to make the undercut and see how I can do, and pit on lap 8, softs, and the softs were perfect. I underfueled the car by 2 laps deliberately, so I can just go lean most of the race. And I undercutted Michael in the next lap by a lot, so I was like, geez, I've got the pace here to do something. And I knew Paco was on a different strategy on a 2-stop. But I really feel sorry for Tom today.
I'm gonna have to stop you there. Did you knew from the beginning of the race that Paco would be doing the 2-stop?
Yeah. Yeah, he did tell me the strategy. He says a 1-stop would be slower. I was going to go for the 2-stop, but the softs changed my mind. I was expected to come in lap 29 for hypers, but it wasn't worth it. So, but no, it was a good race today. It was a very good race.
But I do have another question for you though. Paco has made those late stops a few times, and he's really kind of pissed all over you those times. But this time, you kind of got him back. That got to be a good feeling after now struggling.
Yeah, it's a good feeling to beat your teammate, but it would have been better if it was side by side. You know, not him losing control of the car. I don't want to rub it into him because it's unfair, and you know, me and him are good mates. And as I said, he did deserve the win. He had the pace, and he surprised me when he passed Lee. I didn't even know he passed Lee. 2 seconds later, all I saw was a Renault go past. That's why I didn't defend as much, because I wasn't expecting him there. But no, he's done a very good job. He's fighted me all season. He's a great mate, and you know, I can't rub it in as much. You know, he's my teammate at the end of the day.
Well, I see what you mean. Well, next question I have for you is next week we have Bahrain. Different kind of circuit to this one. So, what do you expect from that after this result?
Well, me and Paco will be battling, as you should know, as always. In for top 3 with Lee, probably in that podium. Maybe a win for him. He should get a win, I believe, because he was in the podium at Russia and podium here, so I believe he could get a win this time. He is quick enough. He's quicker than me at the moment. What's a bit scary for next season. But no, he's driving brilliantly so far, and so is Paco, and so is the rest of the field. Unfortunately, there was a few retirements today, so I feel sorry for them, and sorry for Chris, who crashed on one of the corners, and not that far from the end, so hopefully he does well next time.
Well, definitely. Well, good for you getting a little more on track with your championship again. Congratulations on this win, and hopefully you'll have a great race next week too.
Yeah, we will. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Well, then, second place, the man of the hour. Oh, he will not be happy. Paco. So, I kind of feel bad for you right now, but what happened with your tires in the last lap there? Was they just completely dead?
They can't hear him.
Yeah, we did see that, and well, that's got to be a terrible feeling, especially when you had so good pace early in the race, and it looked like you were getting it for a long period of time, but then in the end the Hypersoft just ruined your race there.
Hold on, so, Paco, you need to put your voice on allow, because the chat can't hear you.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta do that over them. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Yeah, now.
Alright, so as we were saying, you really had control of that race, and in the end your tires just died completely. And you said you were just sliding around trying to control the car. Like, what did you think when that happened?
I thought it can be. It can be. You know, I tried to overtake Gerard back, you know, although I was with a front wing damage and I was a bit behind. I was going to try a crazy dive bomb, but I just under that, under that anger, just come down and be behind him. And Lee, when I saw Lee that was just behind me trying to overtake, I thought I'm gonna lose this position. But luckily he had penalty, so yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Well, I have a question from Jay in the chat. Jay, as you know, he's asking, why didn't you put soft on when you had a gap of 25 seconds?
Because basically on the sessions, practice sessions I did with Jared and other drivers, I just felt like for me the softs weren't good. I didn't feel comfortable with those tires in, so I knew it was risky going to two stops, but I wasn't going to be in a tire that I wasn't um, comfortable. So that's the reason why.
Alright, well, I actually have another question for you. I kind of feel bad asking about it, but it's, I believe it's Michael saying,
Yeah,
ask
it
him why
is.
he insists on being arrogant 3 races in a row, because I believe you've done that kind of strategy 3 races in a row now, and it is a little arrogant. It's nice though too. You do entertain us on the last few laps there, but then again, why?
Uh, I recognize that maybe in Abu Dhabi you can consider that it was arrogant, but it wasn't. I was suffering with the super softs, although it was 13 laps old. But then in Russia, I think it was last race, I have to admit that it was just for satisfaction. It was risky. I thought that I had the gap, enough gap to put hypersofts and go for the fastest lap, and it was tighter than what I thought. But here, it wasn't again. It was as in Abu Dhabi. I was going on a two-stop strategy, and I just fitted the hypersoft, and had bad luck, of losing the back end and going into the wall.
Mm. Well, I think you might be looking of ball of the season for that one. At least that's in Jay's opinion.
And mine. I agree with Jay.
Well, I kind of feel bad for you, but next race though, Bahrain. You're losing a few points back to Jared now, and you were closing massively up after the last race. So going into Bahrain, we're getting late into the season now. What is your mindset now?
Um, yeah, I think there are nine. No, wait, I have it here. 8 races left.
Yeah.
Uh, it's gonna be tight. I still think because if it wasn't for the bottle, it would be 3 races in a row if I'm not wrong, winning. Um, and I just think I have the base. It was just bad luck. And about Bahrain, I just hoping to win and try to not bottle it. And trying to also dominate, as everyone just would want, no, in a race. So yeah.
Well, everyone will be looking for that bottle on the last few laps again now. But still, you got second place today, so congratulations on that. And good luck for Bahrain.
Thank you, Sondre.
And then I guess we do have Lee in the party, so that's third place, Lee Kelly.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, Lee, first of all, it looked like for a lot of time under that race you had great pace, but you were stuck behind either Michael, Nino, Jared. You were stuck for a lot of time, but you did manage to get the third place in the end. So, just take us through some of your battles.
Obviously, that battle, I don't know, that battle in the first stint was very fun. I dropped off a little in that battle, and I think I dropped off for like a few seconds because I had to manage tire temps, and then like everybody pitted. I'm pretty sure I stayed out the longest of that group, and then when I came out, I didn't realize how powerful the undercut was gonna be. I thought I would still be close to Jared, but he ended up being like 10 seconds. No, like I'm not sure, but like he was quite a bit ahead, so I knew what was on task. At that point, obviously Nino was still in the race, so we were looking at a double podium maybe, but obviously I don't know what happened with him. Obviously at the end I feel I could have got the win, but I obviously penalties decided that one. I think I just I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know. Like I'm kind of annoyed. I know I could have won that race, but still I'm happy to be on the podium again after Russia.
Well, definitely. How you have picked it up quite. Well, you have had a quite good season so far. You've had a few bottles too, but you've gotten your podiums. Can't remember if you've gotten your win yet today, win yet in the season, but
No, I
Don't
haven't.
think it.
with Bahrain then, do you think that will be your opportunity again?
Don't know. It's the same as like last week. I actually have not done Bahrain in a league race on this game, so I have no clue what my pace will be. I hope I can be maybe in the battle for the win, but obviously Paco and Jared, it's gonna be very difficult in doing so. But if I can just finish top 5 again, like being consistent in that, I'll be very happy. And obviously when even though Neil D and everyone we gain 16 points on the McLarens and the constructors, so
Oh yeah.
it's not 16 points, but like it was something like that.
Well, you have gained a lot on the McLarens. You are gaining today too. But Charlie did get some points for the McLaren team, and Nino, your teammate, did crash out earlier, so didn't gain as much this race. But is that the main target for the rest of the season, to catch McLaren?
Yeah, we know that Renault pretty much out of reach at this point, so our main goal is to get that runners-up spot.
Well, great stuff. Well, congratulations on your third place. You did certainly have a good drive there, and good luck for Bahrain then.
Thank you.
And the next driver, I believe, is Tim.
Yes.
So, first of all, Tim, you do have your mic on share, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, today's race, you managed to get your fifth place, and that is your best result of the season, so I guess you're pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
I believe that for a large portion of the race you went a little under the radar with gaps ahead of you and gaps behind you, so were you just able to like stay out of trouble, well, out of battles for most part of the race, or?
Yeah, it was really quiet. Every time guys were the one driver was 26 before me, then the next comes 26 after me. I don't know why it was so, and but I'm really happy with the result, and yeah, I got in lap 25. I got front wing damage while I spun.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
then,
that. Is that why you
yeah,
pitted in the end?
yes.
Ah.
Then Charlie overtakes me. I note that he has a 3-second time penalty, but I was then really pushing him, and yeah, finally I overtaked him and put a gap, and yeah, it was a good race. It was quiet, but a little bit more action will be better for me. Yeah, but I'm
Well,
happy
you
with the
know,
result.
with this track being like it is, with the tire temps, quiet race might have done much for you, considering you didn't have to wear out your tires and overheat them constantly. So,
Yeah, I controlled them really good, and every time they do a little bit overheated, and then
I could be drive a little bit slower, but they're
Yeah.
going down with times and yeah.
Well, for next week we will be at Bahrain. Is that a good track for you?
Yeah, at Bahrain I'm not bad, but Bahrain is not my favorite track, but I give all to become a good result.
Alright, so as we're in the second part of the season, your first part wasn't the best. You struggled a lot and ended up DNFing in a few races. So this second part of the season, are you trying now to just kind of like prove that you can be up there?
Yes, I give all for it.
Oh, well, that's always good to hear. Hopefully, it'll get you a few more good finishes. For now, congratulations on your 5th place today, and good luck for Bahrain.
Thanks.
We have a little more time, so we're gonna try to get a few more drivers in for interview. I believe these 3 might want one.
G guys.
Well, that is a good point you have there. Double TTG
Look,
on the podium.
I see Maze in the chat, so hello to him.
Well, hello to you, May. Are you
Hello.
sure?
Oh.
Yeah, Maze was in the
Well,
chat earlier.
Callum.
Yes.
Well, not the best result for the Force India today.
Shut up. Yeah.
Language.
Yeah.
Well,
I bottled it in my own bridge.
you did, yeah, that's what we
Oh,
thought.
the Anderson Bridge.
Yeah.
Well-
so did Billy. So did Billy. We both did it at that. Oh god, I was annoyed. So I was pushing. I wanted to get a good position in with that ultra stint. And yeah, I just turned into early and I lost it in the barrier,
Ah, well, you
and that
know,
was it. I died.
been there, done that.
It was
Well-
happening more. It was happening all the way through. What is it? All the practices I've done on that.
I was with you
Well,
in
do you
practice.
reckon you might
We had a
have
good battle.
been on a little sketchy setup then?
No, it was brilliant setup. I just I don't even know. I just turned into early.
Driver error.
Well, driver error, yeah,
well,
that
I mean,
happens.
At least Paco bottled the win.
Paco really gets it
I'm not the
after
only
this
one.
one. Well, for the next race then, Bahrain, what do you want from that?
The finish.
Finish. Is
Yeah.
that everything you
I
want
haven't
right
finished in
now?
like the last the 4 races, and I haven't finished. So I need
Alright,
to get
I
my
see,
consistency back up and confidence.
Well, I mean, fair enough. I
And I
don't
just-
believe I have any more questions right now. Do you, Marshall?
What's your opinion on Bahrain for next week?
I can't really say. Like a bad track for me. Like the worst. Yeah. I hate
Well,
it. I'm slow as well on I can't my every track.
well, you know, getting some practice and you might get there. For now, congratulations. Well, yeah,
On my retirement.
I just realized you retired, yeah, so sorry about that one. Well, good luck for Bahrain then.
Thanks. Right. See ya.
See you. Well, I gotta see who we have here. We have... Yeah, we have Jeremy and Charlie. So, let's start off with Jeremy.
What's going on?
So good. Well, where did you end again?
Finished it 7th.
7th, yeah, so... Well, yeah, interestingly enough, you were the only one who started on the Hypersoft tires. Was that a mistake, or...
Oh no, that was part of the strategy. I was going one stop from hypers to ultras like I had planned on. But after I had went in pit, Shane had disconnected right in front of me, and then I was trying to get past. I think it was either after my first or second stint, and then when I came out the pits, he was Papa was trying to get past him, and then he got wing damage, and then I tried to get past him. I saw that he had disconnected, but it had the X next to his name, but his car didn't ghost, so that ruined my race completely. And then my wheel decided to go to the home screen and hit the screenshot
Oh,
by itself, but T300 problems. But other than that, the race was fine. I never overheated my tires. Like I said, what happened last week, which did happen, but it is what it is.
well, you do have a point there. Well, seven's not too bad of a result. You get points, and well, in the end, points is points. Next week, then Bahrain. Is that a better track for you, or?
Eh, it's an okay track. I gotta hopefully not, get taken out in turn one because by the looks of today's lap one, turn one, yeah, it's a lot of crazy dive bombs. That's gonna happen. I need to stay out the way. So we'll
Oh,
see.
you done that before and ended up in the top 5 and 4, so that works sometimes, not always, but maybe it works next week. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Well, for now, congratulations on your points then, and good luck for next week.
Okay. Thanks.
And then our last driver to get interviewed is Charlie Sampson.
Hello.
Hello to you too. So, Charlie, I didn't really catch much of your race today. I think you went a little under the radar, but you did have a small battle there, at least with Jeremy, and you ended in sixth, no, seventh, sixth.
Sixth.
Yeah, that battle wasn't with. You ended in a
It was
battle
with
with Tim,
Tim.
I mean. Yeah, my bad there. Well, take us through that. Were your tires just not able to contend with him, or?
Um, at the end, Tim's tyres were a lot quicker than mine.
Yeah, well, he was on fresher tires, and considering how quickly you overheat around here, that is a big advantage. For the constructor, it's like Renault is running away with it, especially after today too. But Williams is catching up to McLaren, so right now, do you think you and Joe can defend your second position in the constructor?
I think if we work together for the last couple of races, then we can defend this
All right, well,
against the Williams.
yeah, well, yeah, you guys did lose some points today. Fortunately for you guys, you managed to at least get some points, so I don't think you lost too much. But for Bahrain then, next week's race, how do you think you guys will do there, you and Joe? Is it a good track for you guys?
Um, I think I'm definitely looking for a top six, so it should be good.
Alright, well, that's not bad. Hopefully you'll get a good race then. For now, congratulations on your race today and good luck for next week.
Thanks.
And by that it means that driver interviews are done for today. Marshall, you still there?
I am.
Yes, you are. So, your moment of the race.
Shh, shh,
I think you
Oh my
already
god.
know what I'm
Oh,
going to say.
yeah. Paco. Bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. Paco's bottle.
Oh, it's really going on Paco today, but yeah, that is mine
Second
too.
Paco day.
What about your
Screw
driver
you
of the race
guys.
then? Sorry, Paco. Well, your driver of the race then, Luis.
Um, I'm gonna say Jared. He stayed out of trouble, and he done extremely well. Looking after entire attempts and doing a one stop. So yeah, I say Jared deserves it.
Well, you know, I didn't really expect Jared to get the win today. I expected him to be up there, but I did think there were a couple of drivers who would beat him, so yeah, I think I gotta say Jared too, actually. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Jared. And well, by that, I don't know if you have anything to add to this live stream now, Marshall.
Um,
No.
no.
I expected you to say that. Well, by that means then, for everyone interested, you can catch F1 tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Next week's track will be Bahrain. You will have F2 on as usual at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, then F1 on Sunday at 4:15 p.m. By that, make sure to subscribe and like if you want to see some more of this action. For tonight we are done, so thank you for being here and good night, ladies and gentlemen.